Hey, what's up you guys, it's Connor, and today I'm going to be doing a tag video. This tag is called the Days of the Week book tag, and it was created by Jay Dee Archer. I will leave a link down in the description to his original video, and I was also tagged by him. So basically what you do for this tag is you go through the days of the week, and then you find something that's related to each of those days, and then recommend a book based off of that thing. So the first day of the week, at least where I live, is Sunday. Sunday is obviously the day of the sun, and Sol, which is the Roman titan of the sun, and Helios, which is the Greek name for him, but I couldn't think of any books that were set in the desert other than the one that Jay Dee already used, and I couldn't think of ones where the sun had a huge role to play. So another god that is also connected with the sun is Apollo, and Apollo is the god of music, healing, prophecy a little bit, young men, and archery. So I picked the Ranger's Apprentice series by John Flanagan because the Rangers are a corporation of pretty much their archers. They are all archers. And actually, conveniently, the 7th book published but the 5th book chronologically is set in a desert, so this series works. Monday is the day of the moon. In Greek mythology, there are 3 lunar goddesses. It's Selene, Artemis, and Hecate. So for this one, I tried to satisfy all 3 of the lunar goddesses, and I picked Harry Potter. This is my edition of the first one. Harry Potter is a school for witchcraft and wizardry, so Hecate is the goddess of witches and spells and stuff like that. Artemis is the goddess of the hunt and young women, and so Hermione and Luna and Jenny, they're all young women, so I'm just gonna go with that one. And then the Roman counterpart for Selene is Luna, so Luna Lovegood, so check. Tuesdays is for the god Mars, which is Ares in Greek. For this one I picked Arabella of Mars by David D. Levine. This book is partially set on Mars, the planet, so I figured this one works. Wednesday is the day that is named for the god Mercury, which is also named Hermes in ancient Greek mythology. Hermes is the messenger god and is also the god of thieves and of travelers. So I decided to go with thieves, and I picked The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. This is the first book in the Gentleman Bastard series, and it follows a group of thieves, and it is so good, like so freaking good. I need to read the 3rd book though, but yeah. Thursday is named for Thor in Norse mythology, so I decided to pick a book that has some Norse mythology in it, and I picked Loki's Wolves by K.L. Armstrong and M.A. Marr. This is the first book in the Blackwell Pages trilogy, and the main character of the series is actually a descendant of Thor, so that works times 2. Friday, it says online, because I actually ended up looking it up, that Friday is named after 2 different goddesses, sort of. It's Venus, who's also Aphrodite in Greek. She is the goddess of, technically, it's lust, sexual desire, and that kind of thing. She's not really the goddess of love, which is what a lot of people think that she is. That's actually her son's job, Eros / Cupid. He's the god of love. She is the god of sexual desire, so she's the god of sexy times. And I would think that an erotica book would be perfect for this, but I have never read one of those, so I can't give you that suggestion. Friday is also named after Frigg, the Norse goddess who is married to Odin. Frigg is the goddess of foreknowledge and wisdom, and so I picked a book that has characters that have foreknowledge, so like soothsayers, and I picked The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the first book in the Raven Boys cycle. The main character, Blue, her family are all psychics, and so they can predict the future and get some different feelings and stuff. So this one works. It was a little bit of a stretch there, but I think it still works. And finally is Saturday, and that is named after the god Saturn, who in Greek is Kronos. So he is the god of time. So I picked a book that has some time travel in it, and I picked The Emerald Atlas by John Stevens. This is the first book in the Books of Beginning series trilogy. One of the main characters ends up having some time traveling adventures, and so I figured this one worked out really well. So that is the Days of the Week book tag. I honestly have no idea who I want to tag. Let me go check. I'm going to tag Hannah from A Clockwork Reader, Kevin from Irish Reader, and Anders from Awkward Book Geek. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what your favorite witch book is, because I was trying to find a book that has witches in it to work with Hecate for being one of the goddesses of the moon, but I realized that I have not read very many witch books, and I want to remedy that ASAP. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.